I was at this spot the other night, man, and they just went kind of like a Frankie Beverly and Frankie Beverly and Maze rabbit hole, Joe. And like that's back when niggas was making 7-minute songs. You know what I'm saying? Like they just be vibing, man. Like Frankie ain't singing the whole time, man. Just the band just be jamming out for like 5 minutes. Just let that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
when they said making love all night, them old niggas meant it back then.
Oh,
them
yeah.
old,
Oh, yeah.
You don't want none of them touching your lady at all.
No.
Them niggas was all night with you.
Oh yeah, no. They diets was a lot better than ours. They wouldn't eat fucking
superfood okra. I didn't know okra is a superfood for your get down.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
oh really?
It's a superfood. A superfood for your get down.
I was just at Harold's and a nigga ordered some fried okra. He was like, I want a whole pound. Let me get fried okra.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah,
Maybe he knew somebody that know.
I can only eat it fried, Joe, because if it's not, that shit slimy as fuck, like the texture. Yeah, my old man love fucking okra, Joe.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's my point. They knew what it was.
He didn't even put me on. He
Man, they didn't tell us.
Right, they
Mama knew.
Right.
He just kept telling you to eat your vegetables.
Right,
Yeah.
Make sure you want some okra.
The slimy and gooky. I was
Yeah, I hated that shit.
But hey.
Hey, but another thing that they say is though, watermelon.
Yeah, I know about the watermelon.
Watermelon good for your yang too. You know what I'm saying?
I found the one with seeds because they say the seeds is really the
Yeah.
So do you eat the seeds?
Yes.
Yeah, all that shit.
All of it.
Yeah.
I never ate the seeds.
Seeds in
swallow
general,
easy.
like because they help with blood flow.
Okay.
So seeds in general, like pumpkin seeds,
Okay.
are real good too. You know what I'm saying?
Grape seeds.
Yep. Yeah.
I always get to seedless grapes and shit.
Yeah.
Nah. You got. I mean, so it's not. People think that all seedless fruit and vegetables and shit is unnatural. That's not necessarily true. Because it's like, I mean, just like you got male and female, everything else, you got male and female plants. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that dictates like the seeds or whatever. But seeds are important.
I got a cat, by the way. If he rub against your leg, just don't think it's me.
I love animals.
Yeah. Motherfuckers just running around.
Hey, man, as you can see, this is Easily Offended Podcast, man.
There you go. Yeah, turn the volume up, nigga.
Please don't easily offended.
How y'all feel today? This is what, episode
63, I think.
63? Okay,
63.
it's episode 63.
Six
As y'all
track.
get him. We had a place for Frankie Beverly and Maze. You know what I'm saying? I'm really upset about that death, man. I was because I never got a chance to see him. The last 2 years I had chances to, but then I just heard they was like he wasn't singing as well.
No, well, Frankie ain't been able. He ain't really had his voice in a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he could sing sometimes, but like, them motherfuckers was touring. Like, I mean, shit. I think they just got off tour. You singing all them years, doing all that shit, man. Some people, man, their voice don't hold up. So Frankie's voice kind of fucked up after a while, but I mean, they can still tour. They can still get down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to see him live at whatever level. Like,
oh yeah.
I saw Buddy Guy down there. He's around there because I started liking blues the last little while. It's the most complaining. It's if you're going through something, you can drink like I don't care.
Yeah.
I feel good. But I went to the Buddy Guy thing, and he was there that night, and to see him live and just imagine how he controlled the room because he wasn't looking at the crowd and he was playing stuff and he said, "I know you feel it between your legs, don't you, baby?" But he was saying stuff that
Just a wild shit.
You know he won. So I'm like, man, I can imagine being in the club and him just they didn't have no deep. It just was them. For 2-3 hours just talking shit on the mic and playing and making up songs.
Muddy Waters. Lil Walter, they used to go hours and just play music.
He was talking about all that because, he like, I'm the last one left and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Y'all remember this. And it just was, legends, man. Time is changing.
Yeah.
Man.
And we only got so much time left with him, man. That's why, Stevie Wonder supposed to be going on tour, man.
I'm checking on him every day.
Yeah. I'm trying.
You got to check in.
Yeah.
Stevie!
See, I've been worried about going to Stevie thing, just a little lock falling loose.
right.
He don't know, you know what I'm saying?
Right. All that shit. Because that
man.
nigga shit all the way back here anyway.
As
This
much
nigga
as-
basically got a ponytail left. That's pretty much what it is.
As much as I love Stevie Wonder, I got a message to the handlers, whoever's handling Steve, just tell the man, just go ball here.
I mean, who the fuck gonna tell Steve? You can't,
just
what you
go
gonna
ball.
tell?
He can't see it. He don't care what we think,
I'm just saying, but
Hey, man, if Stevie want to have his motherfucking ponytail, dreadlocks, whatever, man, let that nigga do what he do, bro.
And Stevie collected a lot of bad pieces. He got like 2 or 3 Dr. Baby Mamas that's like 22. They ain't that young, but they absolutely. I don't know how he saw them that bad.
They said, so, Songs in the Key of Life just had the anniversary, right? Like, it was released, I want to say it was yesterday, however many years ago yesterday. Stevie Wonder had by that time, he had like 18 albums. By the time In the Songs of Key Life came out.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? I mean, how much work this nigga was putting in?
Putting in work.
You know what I'm saying? Like touring, doing all that shit. You think this nigga wasn't also? I mean, it was crazy because like when Ray came out, niggas ain't know Ray was a ladies' man like he was. You know, niggas think because he blind. You know what I'm saying? Just because he blind don't mean his dick don't work. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure the same fucking thing was with Stevie Wonder. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I used to listen to the stories of like Marvin Gaye. I just finished that Maurice White from Earth, Wind & Fire. Finished his book, and he was talking about like how much they was touring, bro. Earth, Wind & Fire was actually the first group back then. He was like, he was all vegetarian. He was all juices, vegetables, meditation, yoga, all that shit. He like, as time went on and we started touring and they seen like how much energy I have and they like, man, we tired as hell. You know what I'm saying? And then they started following his diet. So he like, by the time we got to like the 4th album, damn near all of us was damn near no meat, all fruits, all vegetables. Man. We was doing yoga, meditation shit together, all types of crazy shit.
Yeah. It's just like every day it's talking to me like, man, you gotta change your diet. This fake, that ain't real. Your body can't survive off this. And then you think about how much damage we did as kids. We was eating a gyro cheeseburger with a whole liter of pop every day.
Fucking orange knee high, nigga.
A whole liter of pop.
Man,
2 liters sometimes.
In the morning time, you get Flaming Hots with the cheese and the ground beef. In the morning with a 25-cent juice.
Before school.
Before school. This is 8 in the morning. You just fucked up.
And you had 2-3 juices in your pocket. Just bite your teeth through the foil and sucking that.
Niggas buying honey buns and shit.
Pure
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. All that shit is terrible for us, man. It's even worse now.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about. Like, man, like our parents' generation, man, like they wasn't eating a lot of that shit. They didn't grow up eating that shit.
Yeah, so
they grew up eating like still real farm food, real animals. Like the motherfucker.
And that's why they laugh.
The butcher was up the street.
Okra, okra.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I mean, that shit make a difference, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey, look. Y'all hearing the voice. I gotta do an intro for this man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta get my Noriega on.
Okay.
This man right here.
But don't forget what you're saying in the middle of, Nori the most annoying fucking interviewer.
He be drunk, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like he was like, so do better than Nori. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, Nori, he do be wilding out.
Oh my God. He be pissing me off, man. Like, nigga, shut up. He always want to interrupt you in the middle of the motherfucker. They be telling the story like, wait, hold on. So you mean to tell me? wait, go back.
Hey, if you notice in the beginning, he was gonna be fucked up.
He already be drunk by the time it starts.
As recently, they be like, hey, cool.
Yeah, I tried a drunk podcast before. It's a great idea. It was B.O.B podcast, and we start with talk about our drinks, and by the end of the podcast, it was so drunken all over the place.
Yeah.
I mean, the episodes are like, no, you can't say that.
Right.
You sounded like dude off Wolf of Wall Street. Right. Steve Madden.
Right.
Steve Madden.
And now we doing exactly that, getting off subject.
Right. Hey man, I got a special guest, man. I've been knowing this man since I was 17 years old.
All right.
It was a long fucking time ago.
You know what I'm saying?
8 years, he's 25.
I got to the Lark.
Right.
My first year at Lady Lark at the Plaza. If you're from Chicago and you old school,
the Lady Lark, nigga.
You know about the Plaza and the Lady Lark.
That's what it was.
Oh
right.
yeah, that was
man.
Yeah.
So one evening we had a Christmas party, and the Christmas party, Meechi was going on. This was our first time seeing Meechi perform.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like all your co-workers, we there. We sponsored Riddles at the time, so Leon was there, Dion Cole was there.
So
you know what I'm saying?
And it started.
It was at Drury Lane on 95th and Western.
Drury Lane.
You know what I'm saying?
I wonder if that shit's still open.
No, it's a Sam's Club now. It's that Sam's Club Walmart.
Nah, the Drury Lane was further down than that.
No, wait. Okay, so it wasn't Drury Lane. What was the spot across the street?
It was a club. It was in one of them suburb cities though. I forgot what suburb city it was though, like Aurora or something like that.
Yeah.
It was like a 30-minute drive because that night it was 2000 and my car stopped from Y2K. So when I started comedy, my car stopped from that, and that's I remember that was my first year of comedy. That was my first big show. So I started in like November, December, and that was the first big show.
Yeah. So I've been knowing this man for a long time.
First year comedy. Look at that.
You know what I'm saying?
4 years.
Long fucking time. It's great to have you on the show, my man.
We actually old.
We got Meechie the Comedian in the building.
What do I mean? Who eat okra now?
Right.
Eat okra now, shit.
Yeah.
Eat okra and bite a beet.
Man. But yeah, it's been so long, man.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
Time flies, man. And just all day I've been judging your life. Like, look at this. This is nice. You know what I mean? Well for itself.
Well, yeah.
Poured up a Colt 45 for itself.
Right.
You know,
really doing it.
we like to create a chill vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
420 friendly, you know what I mean?
Cat fat.
Yeah.
You fat. All these cats fat than the
Man,
motherfucker.
heating up.
Right.
Don't want to go outside.
Right. Hell no.
Nah.
They be at the window smoking cigarettes. Like, all right. No.
The funny thing is, I take y'all. Please don't judge me.
Man, don't say you take your cats for walks, man.
I take
You have your cats on a leash, nigga?
I take Claudia's. I put him on a leash, and I go smoke a cigarette and drink my coffee on the back porch on the patio. And I pull him on a leash because he'll just stay at the door and just yell. Yeah. So I just bring him outside. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure he don't run away. You know, my homeboy's like, "Is that a cat?" I'm like, "Yeah." He like, "You got a leash?" I'm like, "He ain't going nowhere, man. I'm just sitting here."
Yeah, you totally comfortable where you at. I get that.
Yeah.
The cat on the leash, man, that's the last level right there.
For real.
Once you do that, you might as well, go ahead and get your Starbucks cup and crinkle your toes.
Man.
And complain about the Republicans.
Right.
So how's everybody's weeks been, man? How your summer been? What's been going on?
It's been a weird week. I'm at a place where I think I need to reconstruct my business. So I want to get back into more writing projects and doing stuff like this. But I was focused on getting funnier like all summer. I didn't care about number getting funnier. But now I'm there. It's like now I got to refocus and reset, as my pastor says. Because I've been going to church for 3 months now.
3 months.
3 months.
Yeah, I've been seeing you out there.
Black slide. Now, 10 years out on these streets.
Right.
3 months solid. Back in church.
Oh yeah, I mean,
life is going good though. No real.
As shorties, we came up from the Lark, so we had chicks like you remember Yolanda.
I remember both Yolandas. Yeah, and I remember Lenny. And I want to say he probably was definitely throwing cocaine parties. I'm almost absolutely sure.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was definitely some orgies or something going down. He had the baddest squadrons.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. I ain't worked there, but obviously I used to be in that bitch. And it was
no
always like you ain't never see just even an average woman working at the lot. Nah. You know, these motherfuckers was always some of the finest motherfuckers you ever seen in your life. Like,
Lenny was like, he dressed in all black, had silver hair. He looked like Al Pacino off of Devil's Advocate. Like he just had that stature, like all black all the time. And he always talked like, you know.
Smart man.
Oh yeah.
He the reason I started stealing from him though. He is definitely the reason I immediately started stealing shit. Let me tell you what happened. No. The Gucci seller was there, and he was just walking through talking about clothes, and he was like, the Gucci guy couldn't understand. Not Gucci, Coogee. Coogee guy. Coogee guy couldn't understand. He said, so why do these poor people? How do you sell these sweaters to poor people? I don't get it. And Lenny's like, it gives them confidence, right, Meechi? And I'm sitting in the Gucci sweater like, yeah, it give us confidence. And after that, I was stealing the next day, breaking their ass the fuck up. Son of a bitch.
Take it off.
Man, he was so right. You know, he was exploiting us.
Yeah, that's when the shit burned.
But that shit hurt. That shit stung like a motherfucker when he said it. Cause he looked me right in the face with a smug laugh, and they finna leave and go have drinks, and you know what I'm saying? Sweaters $1,000. Why the fuck are we buying $1,000 sweaters?
And niggas can barely afford. Like niggas don't be having. They wouldn't have no car. No.
That man was shook though. The sweater was like, I don't know how. Tell me how are you selling my sweaters here?
Yeah, because they was going for like, I mean, the basic colors Coogee sweater was like $350.
$350.
You know what I'm saying? The hat was like $110.
Yeah, $350.
You know what I'm saying?
That was back then.
Yeah, the jeans was like $125. And then they had the multicolor joints was like more like $6, $7, $8. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how fancy, if it had a pocket. You know, old school shit, man.
Yeah. Well, once Big started rocking that, we want what we see. You know what I'm saying? Once Big and them started rocking the Coogee sweaters, everybody wanted one. Same thing with the motherfucking, the AVs, the Pelly Pals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like all the motherfuckers, like them, like I mean, it was on like a lot of times, you know, doughboy shit. Niggas in there, they don't give a fuck. They come in there and spend 10 racks in a day. You know what I'm saying?
They raw, but all mine was stolen. You hear me? Everything. I'm not paying all that shit. I don't know if I got it in me. Now, if I steal a lot of shit, I might buy a sweater to support.
Yeah.
But my limit is $100 per item. That's what I'm in life, and I've done pretty well on that. You just got to shop really hard.
Yeah. No, I never had no Coogee sweater. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't never really been to spend a whole lot of money on clothes.
The only reason we brought it because once a month we get a discount all the time.
50% discount.
We get a 50%, but like every 4 months, 6 months, it'd be like Coogee Day, and everybody get a Coogee outfit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't get the high end expensive joint. Like your limit was a certain.
You had to get the basic Coogee.
You got to get the basic joint. You know what I'm saying?
Which is a whole nother hustle that we didn't even think about, because you know you got to hit your quota on the sales with the company already. So right. Coogee Day, everybody. And he sit back. So hey, why did everybody buy Coogee on Coogee Day, Meechi? Because it was mandated.
It gave me confidence.
Yeah, right. So you gave us the money to get back to your business. Damn.
Right.
See, that's
and
why
you get confidence in return.
Yeah, confidence in return. God, see.
How was your week, bro? What you been up to?
Man, chilling, man. Working my ass off. Yeah, man. I've been chill, man. You know what I'm saying? I just been watching I ain't watched a lot of football. College football season started.
Hey, that Georgia and Alabama game was crazy last night.
Yeah. That shit, I said watch that, you know, because it wasn't really no other games on. Like it was Illinois and Penn State. But like, you know, Georgia was getting blown out.
Yeah. Right?
And I had it on, barely paying attention to it, man. Them motherfuckers made a game of it. Georgia damn near came back and won that bitch. Like the last like 7 minutes of the game was fucking insane.
That 17-year-old is crazy.
Yeah. The receiver. Yeah.
He had two great great catches off that.
And watching these Bears. You know,
we won today, goddamn. Wait, let me get a hand clap for that. We got the fucking Bears that won.
Yeah, niggas been losing it. Niggas been losing their mind. First 3 weeks. Niggas will make you really not want to like be on the internet. Or no, that too. But be on the internet at all. Because motherfuckers, everybody is just so like, I mean, I understand. Shout out to Justin Fields. Justin Fields been in Pittsburgh doing this thing.
Yeah.
They lost today. But Justin Fields been playing. You know what I'm saying?
You got an offensive line.
Yeah, so like the thing about the Bears is like, yo, everybody, so for one, everybody let the media gas their head up. Niggas talking about Caleb Williams coming into the best situation any rookie quarterback has ever come into. You know what I mean? We got all these wide receivers, the Bears on Hard Knocks. Yeah. Motherfucking the defense was good last year, right? The defense is still good this year.
The defense is phenomenal.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So people like just assume Caleb Williams is just supposed to come in here and just be setting the world on fire, right? Like the nigga's still a rookie, Joe.
I get that, man.
You know,
they get paid a lot of money.
They do get paid a lot of money. Yeah.
And LeBron James came in at 17, 18, and you know what I'm saying?
That's one nigga, though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
If I get $1 million contract and I come in with my nails painted and I got my big earrings in on the first game, come on.
I mean, I don't give a fuck about none of that
I don't
shit.
mind that, but if you just back that shit up, is all I'm saying.
So, in football, Joe, especially it's a new offense, new pieces. Motherfuckers ain't never played together. Like, you were like, so in basketball, LeBron can
be himself.
He can out-athlete everybody else. Right. So even at 17 years old, he's still coming in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be a few guys. You paying the fucking Charlotte Bobcats, nigga. He can, you know what I mean? LeBron James can really impose his will on everybody else on the court. Right. In basketball, you can do shit like that. Football don't work that way. Football,
and you'll get hurt.
And you'll get fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
I told you I'd stay in the pocket.
Right. Nigga, slide, nigga.
Stay in the pocket.
Right. 1, 2, 3, run.
But no, like everybody is so dependent on everybody else, you know, and when you ain't played with each other, pause. When you all haven't played together, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to get used to each other, how y'all move, like nonverbal communication shit. Yeah. Like y'all got to be in sync. And it take time to develop shit like that. Yeah. And this nigga's a rookie. You know what I'm saying?
And
like
the coaching was terrible. They put everything on him the first. They should have ran a lot regardless of what, instead of him throwing the ball 30, 40 times.
This nigga threw the ball like 50-something times last week, Joe. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Man. But they got the win today. But I'm just like, I just
ran today.
Yeah, but I just want like motherfuckers. All right, Joe, it's okay. It's week 4. Yeah. Bears is 2-2. You know what I'm saying? We not going to the fucking Super Bowl, bro. It's not happening. You know what I'm saying? Even like Joe, just be competitive. I wasn't even picking the Bears to go to the playoffs this year because you don't know what you're gonna get from a rookie quarterback. Nigga, Peyton Manning threw like 27 interceptions his first year. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And then, but he still came out to be a Hall of Fame with 2 Super Bowls. And like most people, when they first come in the league, a quarterback fucking suck. That's just what it is.
But they built the Bears around a bad quarterback, period. So they got a very strong defense, and the quarterback just got to do technically the minimum. So with just that and him being a great quarterback, at least the playoffs.
Right. So
that defense is crazy.
They should be able to make the playoffs. The division is tough as fuck. Minnesota good, Green Bay good, Detroit good. You know what I'm saying? So we got maybe the toughest division in the NFL. One of them at least. You know what I'm saying? That we got to compete with, right? The defense is good enough. So what they did today, like last week, throwing the ball 50 times, you're like, nah, you can't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, ease this nigga alone.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, let this motherfucker find his groove. You can throw the ball 20, 25 times a game. Run the fucking ball. Play good defense. You got that Australian punter motherfucker. I was watching that man. That nigga cold. You know what I'm saying? This nigga died getting the ball inside the 5-yard line every time the shit had hit and then just die, like or bounce out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? Nigga cold. Like, you know what I mean? So, but I just want everybody on Facebook, Instagram, out there in the internet, man, just to calm the fuck down.
No, we want the coach out of there. We have to, please. Can we move on to a new? We know this coach not ever getting us a Super Bowl.
Nah,
we don't know. Like, so why is he here? Like, can we just?
Why can't they bring back like the old Bears players? That, like as a head coach.
Well, you ain't guaranteed them motherfuckers because Ron Rivera was a good coach for a while.
Bring back Levy. Fuck it. Come on, man.
Bring back Harbaugh.
well, Harbaugh, he in fucking San Diego now. No, they missed their beat on that shit.
Oh damn.
You know Levy. Levy Smith.
Nah, Levy had his time, bro. Levy had his time.
Well, somebody else than this coach.
We need somebody. Offensive. It's an offensive league. You know what I'm saying? Like if we not gonna have an offensive minded head coach, we at least got to have a really good offensive coordinator. I'm not a fan of what's his buddy named Shane Waldron.
I was the offensive coordinator from the Colts. That dude was raw.
Yeah.
That was raw last week. I was like, damn, we just getting out coached. This is crazy.
So some motherfuckers talking about buddy Jaden Daniels, who played for Washington. You know, he was the second quarterback. Because that's everybody was talking about. It was between Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels, who's supposed to be a number 1 pick or whatever. So I thought. Because, I watch college football like a motherfucker. I thought Jaden Daniels was actually the more NFL-ready quarterback. He done played more games, you know what I'm saying? And he just seemed more ready, right? More mature. And he been around, he got more experience.
Yeah.
So he should be more mature, right? But also, in Washington, man, they offensive coordinator used to be a head coach. He was a head coach of the Arizona Cardinals.
Right.
Motherfucking Cliff Kingsbury. But this nigga offense is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't asked this nigga to throw the ball 50 fucking times a game. Right? You know what I mean? So it's different situations, man. But like I feel like with Caleb Joe, you can see it.
You can see it.
You can see it. You can see it's there. You know what I'm saying? He threw a motherfucking touchdown pass today, that second one, that really sealed the game. You know what I'm saying? Like you can see it. And everybody want to like go back and forth, compare between Justin Fields and Caleb Williams, man. Justin is gone. Justin had his chance. Yeah. Whatever the fucking reason was why it didn't work, it didn't work.
If I could get Justin's scramble ability and Caleb's precise on throwing the ball, that's all you need. But you got a Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? That's basically all you got.
I can see you being saying shit though. Like if you come into a bad coach who making bad, I'm at home looking at bad calls and bad plays,
right?
56 throws, and that's been him. And he losing record. It's no reason to respect this man at all. So somewhere in your losing season,
ain't he like 11-26 or something?
He's terrible. He got way more losses than wins. It's like 1/3 wins.
So
I don't even know why we even got him. It's crazy.
What saved him is the Bears won a little run last year. Right, so they won. The Bears won like 7 games. So he earned the right to get another season. You know what I'm saying? Like if they would have fired him, I don't think it would have been too crazy.
Was a better record better than Levy when Levy got fired?
Well, no, but
that's my point. That's all I'm saying. Come on, man.
I mean,
he look like a washed up drunk, man. He ain't never got a haircut. He got that wild, like he's stressed out every
He like he drinks scotch and drinks smoked Marlboro.
Yeah, just right there at the game. Like, come on, man. He has no. We not going to the Super Bowl with him. So why are they holding on to that? You get a star quarterback. We at game 4. We should really be getting a new coach in there, right? Like, what are we doing?
Well, we gonna see at the end of the season.
And you wait till the end of the season, and that's wasting the season in a developing year. You might as well bring a new coach in. We all know we're not gonna win this year, and start the process.
Yeah.
Like, why is dude here? Like, he won today, so they're gonna save his job another week. But when they lose, that's the first thing we saying. It's you. We don't like you. You just not running the ball. Yeah. The fourth game, you just not running.
Well, if Bears don't make the playoffs, he's gonna be gone.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Need him out here before that.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta get like. I mean, you can't. I mean, the Bears 2-2 right now. Can't fire a nigga 2-2. I mean, it's not a losing record.
So
you
mad at 2-2. I want him fired.
If he was 0-4, we was 0-4.
If we lost today, it would have been over with.
If we had lost today, it probably would have. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we had lost bad.
They had to fire him quick as like they did Shorty from the Sky.
I still don't. Yeah, I think they was bogus for that.
They was real bogus.
I think they was bogus. I mean, especially after 1 year. I know they kind of faded towards the end of the year.
Yeah, they did. They did.
You know what I mean? So I'm not sure exactly what the reasons were, but like, give it just 1 year. She wasn't that bad. It wasn't like the Sky was just terrible. They was in the hunt for a while.
They was sold out seats.
Yeah, I mean, well, they sold out seats because of Angel Reese.
Yeah,
they making money now. We don't have to put up with your loser mentality.
Right, we ain't got to put up with mediocrity.
We want a championship, and it's crazy. When people making money like that, you gotta understand. You making money like that. Everybody don't like going to work or working hard. You're an established coach. You got the cushy job. Some people just want the cushy job, and you know what I'm saying. Some people want to win. Some people just come to work every day.
Yeah.
So you know, when you start making money, them seats full. You need somebody in there that want to win. Like the coach for the Bears, I don't think he believe he a championship coach because he's a loser.
You just really hate this man. You the coach this man alcoholic.
You say you're a loser.
when you see the coaches side by side, I always think which coach whoop which coach ass. Our coach is like he'll lose every fight. I can't take it. I can't take it, man.
Yeah, I feel like Sean McVay definitely looked like he.
Nah, dude from what's the dude from Miami Dolphins? The short dude with the glasses.
Oh, you talking about Mike McDaniel?
He's short. He'll lose a fight. Yeah, he'll lose all of them.
Yeah, but you know, short dudes got grit. You know what I'm saying? But our coach is like he's like, all right, come on, take a shot of Crown Royal or Amsterdam and throw the bottle down.
Right, just start crying and shit.
Hey, look, they was gonna judge me earlier today because Meechi came in and he was like, "Hey, bro, what you?" I asked Meechi like, "What you get? If you want something to drink?" And I was like, "Man, I got beer." He like, "I don't drink beer." You got anything hard? I'm like, "Nah, I got some Amsterdam Gin." Niggas looked at me like I was like in rehab.
Bro,
like,
okay? That's definitely like some hard times.
This is what happened. I come in, he had Sexy Red playing. Pictures about Amsterdam. You want some Amsterdam? I was like, no, man, cut this shit off.
Yeah, that shit come in a plastic bottle. Make sure they.
Nah, it's the glass bottle.
That's that real cheap shit. If it come in a plastic bottle,
that shit's $6, bro.
Oh, I see. I don't want to.
But I'm not gonna lie though.
If that's all you can afford, then you need to.
But I'm not gonna lie though. Being in the liquor world, Amsterdam is really not that bad of a gin. Their vodka sucks. Their gin is actually pretty smooth. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Tanqueray. If I drink gin, I'm a drinking Hendrix or Tanqueray. That's my dad's drink, and that's what I would drink. But it ain't that bad. I wouldn't go buy it.
No. Go ahead and finish your Amsterdam commercial. Go ahead.
Right.
If you're trying to bust down, get down to Amsterdam.
Actually, when you really think about it,
the whole
for the money, it's actually
I've actually never tasted it. I never gave it a chance.
It's actually the best $6 gin.
Exactly. That's my point right there. It's the best $6 gin.
Is there a best $6 gin though, nigga?
It's better than Skull.
That's just like this the tallest midget, nigga.
Remember Skull vodka.
I'm sorry, you can't say that.
If you got $6 left to drink, you should drink.
You shouldn't drink.
Definitely put that 6 in church and pray. You should be spending your last $6. The only reason you get $6 liquor is that's your last $6.
And you should be focused on other things.
Yeah, you should be focused on other things. Put that in church and ask the Lord to change your life.
Nah, it wasn't the last, but she would just that's what my.
Oh, you're right, man. You're right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
See how they made you feel bad, like.
Yeah, you defend your Amsterdam. Go
definitely judge.
Nigga, you okay?
Yeah, we definitely judge.
My week was cool, man. You know, we ran into each other at What's Funny Festival.
Yeah.
Yep. Shout out to Knowledge. Shout out to Lil Rel.
Yeah, that shit was dope, man. It was good.
It was dope. You know what I'm saying? I think it was just, you know, Chicago just is full of fucking comedians.
Chicago has been a comedian stronghold, especially for black comedians, man. Like some of the best.
Say 30 years, I would say the best.
Yeah.
The last 30 years, it's some kind of factory. I believe it's how high the IQ is of the comedians, of the crowd in the city. The crowd is so smart. Every barber can roast.
Yeah.
Every person in the back seat. If you have a good show, after the show, you're gonna get challenged by 4 other motherfuckers who say, "I'm funny to you."
Yeah.
So it's like I just think that turns you into elite comedy because other cities aren't that hard to do.
Yeah.
This city, they tell you to your face, "Hey, the first joke was good. I ain't like that second one, and I don't like your shirt, you big head motherfucker." That's what, you know. Oh my mama,
Right.
damn.
Man, Joe, I don't like that hoodie.
But no, but you make a good point because everybody, even like niggas is not comedians, they never thought about being comedians, man. You had to at least be able to roast motherfuckers growing up, or you was gonna have it hard. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm quiet, really. Everybody's so shocked I was a comedian, but I be in my head. I'm one of the people that be in my head. I be roasting people just have a conversation. So when I start really expressing myself, they're like, "God damn, what the fuck?"
Can you
okay?
Can you go back to the night where you roasted somebody so bad? Like, what was the best one you like? I got that motherfucker.
Man,
want to talk shit to me.
Anthony Mason, who was at Knockouts, and he had a security guard who was just like super tough. And you know, Anthony Mason is Anthony Mason,
Right?
And I know him a little bit. He know me from comedy, but security guard was more like, man, you know, don't talk shit about us. But I remember I talked to that nigga for at least like a whole hour. It was one of them nights that just nobody stopped me. Everything was funny. A big part of it was he had this big ass chain on, and I was like, that couldn't be a precious metal at all. That got to be some kind of silver for vampire fighting.
That
precious metal. Around. It was like a big cross. And said, "That's a weapon." And I just kept going on and on. It was one of them nights. I'd never get that shit. Because dude wanted to do something, but Mason was like, "No, nigga. Get his ass." I'm thinking his tough shit. Fuck him up. Yeah. So when your boss told me, man, I just kept going. But he was a weird, because he was like, he had on a muscle shirt that was like a, you know how they wear the colorful button-up shirts?
Yeah.
Had his muscles out. He was, you know, he looked like a tough nigga, but at the same time, very roastable. It was, that was the night. I remember that night.
Basketball players are not good dressers.
Nah.
Like, it's only a few. They be wearing some wild shit sometimes.
Yeah. Anthony Mason don't strike me as the type of nigga that even needs security. That's a big ass nigga, boy.
That's a big ass nigga.
You know, but security sometimes be your homie. You know, you just ride around. And then
you
need niggas, especially in Chicago, you need niggas who know niggas who in the city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it might have been his real security, but he told that nigga to shut up and take it, and he did. So,
I mean, shit, he paying that nigga.
he's out the Mason, so he passed away.
Yeah, Anthony Mason passed a minute ago, man.
Oh, damn, he did it?
Yeah, some years ago. That nigga, man, I used to see him around all the time, man. That nigga,
he chilling.
Yeah, and that nigga was wide, Joe. Like, this nigga's shoulders was like,
I saw them dress their presence. Like, being a tall, big nigga, women just go crazy. The weirder your clothes is, the more you stand out.
I saw those. I saw Anthony Mason, Mark McGuire, and there was another Chicago basketball player at 212 on the river. Mm-hmm. I want to say Antoine Walker, like right when he was getting to the league or whatever.
He be outside. He be here too.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just looking like, these niggas is tall as shit, and none of these niggas could dress.
But it's also kind of hard to find. Like, you can't just buy the regular clothes and shit. You know what I'm saying?
And we
That's
poor.
True.
We don't know what they really had on.
Exactly.
Like, we judging
Right.
But 300 to kill, we don't know what the sweater, you know what I'm saying? The people we around,
This
people
is
they
true.
around.
Yeah.
So.
Nigga could have had an LL Bean on.
yeah, right.
You don't know nothing about this.
Right. Never heard of it for just you schwa.
Right.
Just schwa.
This is not Gordon Gartrell.
Yeah, man. So, and then, Rich, do you really have to dress? Like, I would assume you dress for events. Other than that, my regular everyday clothes, come on, man. Ball shorts,
Right.
Gym shoes.
I would have 365 jogging suits.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Like literally, I would have a
Every day.
jogging suit. I'd be like an Italian.
Right.
I'd be like an Italian ass nigga just,
Right.
yo,
Yeah,
Paul.
they gonna be some nice ass jogging suits though. You ain't finna be
yeah.
getting them motherfucking them straight shit straight out of Foot Locker or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
All the way just schwa.
Nigga, I would bust out an academic velour.
And look at bro, it's like, you don't know what this is, man. You out here judging me. I know I look crazy with this. It's high fashion.
I want to ask.
Just schwa.
I want to ask you, man. So you've been doing comedy for a long time,
Since
man,
2000.
and you've seen like the evolution of it, and you've seen how like now more people are trying. I feel like jump into stand-up comedy than ever before because of Instagram, because of the internet, because people are doing like skits and shit. And you see, like for some people, people think this shit is easy. Like it's like really just getting up there and telling jokes and shit. But it's obviously way more to it than that. You know what I'm saying? So, in your opinion, how do you see the transition from like, or the difference between like just the skit world, the Instagram comedians, and like stand up? And what makes you think, or who do you think, if anybody that you see out there, can make that transition to be successful from like doing the skits to actually doing like stand up?
Well, comedy don't change. It hasn't changed. The perception of it changing is all the perception. As in, they still will boo your ass in Chicago after 2 minutes of not being funny.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And to do 30 minutes, you got to be funny. So comics like Funny Ass Tierra, she's been funny. She was hosting the West Side Club down by herself, doing an hour every week by herself. So she just happened to hit in on social media.
Okay.
But her doing comedy was all the way solid before that, and just happened to all come together. A lot of other comics I don't know, a lot of them here are skits, and they know they only skits.
Right.
So they don't really step into the world, because when you get on stage, all that shit crowd don't give a fuck about none of that. They don't give a shit about how famous you are. They don't give a fuck. Are you saying something funny right now? I paid my $25 today.
Right.
I bought this outfit today. My girl here right now.
And ain't no ticks, ain't no takes. You can't start over. You can't do it.
Yeah, that's a 3-drink minimum.
Yeah, right. You got 2 off your skits we heard, but you got another 25 minutes to do.
Right. You know,
they will walk out on your ass, boo you, or be mean. But you know, Chicago got a lot of good people, and what they do is limit the time and pile up on the show, do like 5-10 minutes apiece. And that's cool. That's cool. That's always been around. But it's people at the Erie Crown or Chicago Theater or theaters up north, whatever, doing an hour for $110 a ticket, $150 a ticket.
Right.
And that shit don't never change. So it's really whatever lane you decide to go in.
Yeah, I would think it's very hard, because I think we had Leon up here, and he was like, man, you got to think about it. He like, when you're a comedian, you have you write out 60 minutes, right? But he's like, only like 20 minutes of that's going to be funny.
I don't know. That's
you know what I'm saying? But he was like, the thing about it is, it's the way you position your jokes.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And through the conversation, then you bring it out.
I can't say the crowd IQ is getting higher. You don't have a lot of fluff time in between jokes like that. That's why a lot of the tours are a lot of people, and they're trying to, you know, bow. But it seems that way till you find a comic who actually doing 3 jokes per minute. Like Henry Coleman is a good example. He's a comic that I look at. The new wave, I guess you call it, transition in comedy, would be when you got a joke on the internet, it catch people in a minute, you know.
Okay.
But it's no different than doing a Tonight Show and having 2.5 minutes to prove yourself.
Right.
So it's really on you. Like you say, oh well, comedy like this, and we not doing this many jokes in 2 minutes. Then Rodney Dangerfield come along with 30 knock. You know, hey, take my wife. Boom, boom.
Right, back to back to back
so
to back.
he blow up and you don't. But it's your choice to fill your time up with jokes or not. Right. And when it's like with rap, you know, you rapping, I'm gonna do a punchline every other line, and then somebody come in with straight punchlines all the way through.
Right.
So it's pretty much how you wanna hit. and that don't never change.
Yeah. I like. I love comedy. Period. Like Chris Rock. Chris Rock is probably one of my favorites. I like the first 3 or 4 Chris Rocks.
Yeah. He been laying low since Will Smith slapped his ass though.
Yeah.
He got 70 million for that, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
He came out with.
He did a little something for a minute, but he went back and he been real spotty.
We tripping. But if I'm rich, y'all can kiss my ass. I'm on the boat. I'm on the island for 3 months straight.
Boats and hoes.
I ain't got no phone. I'm just at the crib. Like somebody have to bring me a conversation written in a scribe. Like, hey, today you gotta. But a rich, come on, man.
Yeah.
So if you had a lot of money, you'll just disappear.
Well, my work would be different. I like Stephen King. He rent like own cottages. He just go to his cottage and he write and just be in his own space. But I probably live like that, like chickens and one little bad little.
So if you had like Kevin Hart money, you'll just be like, I'm chilling. Like Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle's like that. Dave Chappelle live in the middle of nowhere. Like he just
live out in Ohio.
He's like chill.
Comedy is about living your life. The last level of it is actually being happy. You can't pass happiness to people. If you run in the same rat race and stressed out like they stressed out, you'll talk about the same shit. But when you can come from a place of, hey, how you doing? I was in heaven. And I
Right.
Tell y'all, you ever had a fresh chicken?
A fresh chicken.
A fresh chicken. I mean, I knew him and everything. That's the job,
One of my favorite newest comedians is, and I just watched his special the other day, Matt Rife.
Matt Rife, yeah. Good.
So he did a special recently because he caught all the flack from the last special he did. This one was no jokes. He I'm gonna have 3 questions, and I'm gonna ask members of the audience, and we're gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna make jokes out of it. Like the whole hour and a half, he's just doing crowd work.
Yeah.
And at the end, he was like, people say I'm a comedian just because I do crowd work. But I came out with a Netflix special that had jokes, and I'm successful at the crowd work. How do you feel about comedians doing crowd work? Like, do you think that is another move?
I know Matt Rife personally. I actually, when he came to Chicago, opened for him at Zany's, or hosted the show at Zany's. That was 2023 to 2024, so not even far away. It might have been January. I think it was January.
Oh, shit.
It was January this year.
Yeah, because he only been really popping for like a year or so.
Yeah. Because you tell me all this stuff was planned out, and like the next year I make $25 million. But I knew Matt Rife is a hard worker. I mean, you see anybody in shape with it, in top shape, they in top discipline. Even since I've known him, he takes time after his show to do 20 minutes of crowd work. So the crowd work that he's doing seems like crowd work, like he just spitfiring. But that man been training for that 20 minutes the whole 5-10 years I known him, and he don't play about his comedy. He don't play about writing jokes. To do this many specials in a certain amount of time, let you know where he at. Now I don't understand all the hate he got, but he's a nice looking white guy. I mean, with anybody with abs and stuff, you're gonna get some hate. And the girls like because you're funny and now you're a millionaire. I mean, that's just they say the days gonna always say something about them kind of people no matter what you do,
Yeah.
No, he's a great comic, man.
Well, you
great
put me on Ali Sadiq.
Ali Sadiq, yeah.
I've been watching his joints, like, because he's telling a story.
Yeah, he's a storyteller. Yeah.
Going through, like, I think Cosby was the only comedian I've seen, like, literally just sit down and, like, all right.
Comedy tell a story.
Yeah.
Brings you to my point, exactly. You feel comedy change, then you see an old school comic. You're like, no, that's comedy. Y'all bullshitting.
Right.
That's what comedy is.
Yeah.
So it really don't change, man. It don't change at
It's
all.
like Eddie Murphy Raw. Mm-hmm. Like, the shit Eddie Murphy was talking about in Raw, that ain't going to be canceled after the first 10 minutes. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Cancel is a good thing almost nowadays.
But I think people are starting to pull back on that a little bit. I feel like it was to a point now where you really couldn't say shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And you still got to be careful. But I feel like comedians are starting to get a little more free with what they're just basically saying, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't cancel every fucking body.
It's funny how methodical comedians are, as in Dave Chappelle. Remember, it was so uptight. Then he came out with that special doing the trans stuff, and everybody's like, oh, you going to get canceled.
Right.
But he took that hit to bring it back to normal.
Right.
You know, they tried to cancel him. They tried to say this, that, and other, but it didn't happen. And then all of a sudden, now you got comics now whispering, yeah. You know, everybody started to get their legs back.
And you
a
got
little bit.
people that really push the envelope. I know Andrew Schultz. Even though he just went, I don't really even know what happened, so I don't want to speak on it too much. Y'all fuck with Andrew Schultz?
I love it,
Charlamagne.
Yeah. He funny as shit, but he just recently got some hot water. He apparently said something in regards to black women. Like I said, I'm not sure exactly what it was, but you got people like him, like he constantly pushing the envelope. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you feel like maybe even 5-6 years ago, somebody like that probably wouldn't have been able to make it as big as he is now.
Man, we know he was gonna make it because we got Donald Trump.
So
it's a whole.
So shit like that, because you have somebody running for president that say some of the some wild shit coming out of his mouth every time he on camera.
I'm tell you now, I went to open mic Thursday, and it was a certain amount of black people, let's say 10 to the most, and 70, 80 other cultures. I just say other cultures, but it was racist as hell. All the comics slightly tiptoe on racism or use racism in a joking way, but racism is, I mean, look how close to presidential racism. Racism is very real, and with Trump understanding is people gonna ride with him. So he says to racist, you can't cancel no racist white dude because they gonna cheer him on. We never what racist white dude got canceled. We don't know. We know a sexist, but we don't know a racist one that got canceled.
You know what? I can't think of one white comedian that got canceled.
Yeah. Not even when he said, hang him up from the rafter, he's a nigger.
Like, can we find one?
Yeah,
Louis C.K.
No, that was sexual. That was some chicks.
It was.
Yeah, he some chicks.
I remember.
I know the news on, but look, it's the fun to say it's gonna be crazy. If you watch somebody jag off and wait for them to bust on you, I can say you wanted it or not. I can just say you could have moved out the way, could have left the hotel. He's in his hotel room, shit. And he'd be like, "Hey, I'm in my hotel room. I'm about to jag off and look at y'all." If you sit there and lock eyes, and while the man beating off and be mad because he bust a nut on you, I don't know what to say.
I see piss, I move. She saw piss, she stayed.
Right.
What is that?
He jagged off on women. That's
what that is. What happened to Louis C.K.
Oh wow!
Now you know what I was thinking about. They was mad at Chris Rock because they was on some interview and Jerry Seinfeld was there. It was Jerry Seinfeld, Chris Rock, Louis C.K. and somebody else, and Louis C.K. kept saying nigga.
Yeah, he said a lot of racist stuff.
Yeah, and Jerry and Chris Rock was kind of like, well, yeah, you know, I know how he means it. Louis C.K. he's not racist, whatever. And Jerry Seinfeld was on that bitch like, nah, bro, you know what I'm saying? Nah, that's not cool.
Yeah. Jerry.
But they didn't cancel Louis C.K. Niggas was more mad at Chris Rock after
Louis
that.
said a lot of racist stuff.
Yeah.
He one of them in the middle. I'm just gonna say it like it is, slightly racist, but you know, it is what it is. I like Louis C.K. though.
Right.
He like that religion too, though. So
he wrote Pootie Tang. That nigga funny as shit.
Yeah.
Pootie Tang was my favorite fucking movie.
You throw the clothes at him.
Side I tell you my damn. You know?
What is your favorite comedic movie?
Favorite comedy movie? I want to say that's Friday. I've seen it more than anything. It's just a classic. Yeah, because what he did with nothing, and how many stars he made, and how much he hit the culture. Yeah. And even when you just look at it, the lines, when I judge a movie off the next day, everybody doing the lines. You know, it's Friday, you ain't got nothing to do, you know.
Niggas are still quoting Friday.
I just said that shit like Friday.
yeah, so it's like, for him to do that from nothing, and just on his own mind to be independent, and Chris Rock got paid $10,000, and Bernie Mac, it was bigger than anybody, and to this day, movie haven't even came close to being that funny. So, you know, that is all time.
In our culture, yeah.
Yeah.
In our culture, yeah.
I would say any culture. I think Friday transcends.
You think Friday's like the number one comedy movie? What do you think is the number one comedy movie?
I can't say number one comedy movie. I got a few though that I really love.
What's your favorite?
The funniest movie of all time, honestly, to me, there's not a movie funnier than Coming to America.
Oh, Coming to America.
Coming to America to me is like,
I give you that.
Coming to America, like you put that shit on right now, you gonna laugh just as hard as you laughed the first time you watched that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it never gets old. Coming to America has never gotten old. It's still relevant, culturally relevant right now to this day. Ain't you can say some shit that's up there, but I can't say nothing that's funny in the Coming to America, Joe.
Do you have sex with your baby?
I know I do. R.P. James Earl Jones, man. Nigga, King Joffrey. He said, hey, the way he smiled when he said this, I know I do.
I know I do.
Hey, I think mine was Harlem Nights.
Harlem Nights, yeah, okay.
Definitely.
Because you had the greats.
Yeah.
You had Robert Harris, Charlie Murphy, Eloise, what was her name?
Della Reese, Red Fox,
Richard Pryor,
yeah,
Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall. Like you had that was like an all-star comedy.
Yeah.
I say them three in any particular order. I give you that. Yeah. Only reason I say Friday more because they was unknown and they made themselves. And you put all them in the movie with Harlem Nights, you assume it's supposed to be cracking.
Now, facts, because for that. Nobody expected Friday to be what it was. You know what I'm saying? And I think it took they filmed that shit in like a week.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
All that makes it legendary. The cost of it, filmed it in a short amount of time. The stars they
probably only made like $500,000 or something, but like a whole budget for the whole movie. Yeah, so to take it from what they did and make it like, and I mean that basically set Cube up. This nigga became a fucking Hollywood mogul after shit. This nigga was making movies. I mean, because I remember when them niggas was first talking about it. This nigga Ice Cube making, because I mean, obviously he was in Boys in the Hood.
Playing the same character in every movie for 30 years. I don't know how he, that shit's so funny. Because
I want to say that, because he was in Boys in the Hood, and the Higher Learning come out before Friday. I think.
I don't remember when it came out, but that was definitely my cheesy though.
Yeah. But that was Higher Learning was a cold ass movie though. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. John Singleton. We talking about like all the we done lost so many fucking legends, man. Just in this conversation, how many people we done brought up that are no longer with us. You know what I mean? Just like pillars and you know what I'm saying, to our culture, man. Like, and we got to like really work to preserve that shit. Especially when you talk about comedy, man, because like people in the know in terms of comedy, like all stand-up comedians, they all tell you about Chicago, right? Everybody knows that Chicago is really a mecca, and I feel like for white comedy, mainstream comedy, and for black comedy, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta think about like how many people on that side. We have Second City and Zanies, you know what I'm saying? Like being here, and then you had fucking riddles and jokes and notes, right, on the south side. What was the other one?
Jokes and those Laugh Factory now.
I feel like there's one more I'm forgetting about. But either way, you had so many people, man, that either they started here, they from here, or they had to come here.
Bernie Mac was running the
Cotton Club, right?
Oh wow.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just
definitely legendary.
So
Bernie Mac, goddamn.
Another legend we've lost. But if you had to say like out of Chicago, like your not necessarily the best, your favorite comedian, stand-up comedian from Chicago, who would it be? Outside of yourself.
Man, it's really tough. I like Corey Holcomb because his courage.
Corey don't
Deion
get no
Cole
fuck
because he know how to just be himself, real, because he even more himself.
Yeah.
D-Ray actually don't get enough credit for being a great comic, a great person, great business person, a trailblazer and a lot of stuff, and doing a lot more taking care of Chicago quietly than a lot of people. Understand.
He definitely
Damon
does.
Williams and all that, but comically, the five would be in any particular order. I don't want to say one, two, or the other. But I guess to go off of how much I watch a lot of Corey Holcomb first. His courage and what he says, just and then being in his own direction. D-Ray, Deion Cole, Rel, and I like Hannibal too because he's just abstract and do his own thing.
Hannibal Buress funny as shit.
Being in your own space, I think people don't give enough credit. Yeah. But them would be my people though. And a huge shout out to my good friend the Wildcat, which is a person that I see a lot. Yeah. But Wildcat doesn't get enough credit for being an absolutely hilarious human being in life. Like I can sit and watch Wildcat live a day in life. Like watching the Truman Show. You think I'm bullshit? I'm talking about from just eating, singing in the shower, the talking on the phone, the bill collectors. It's hilarious. It's just how he lives is fucking funny, man. I hope the world get the experience Wildcat at full capacity, like I have, man. The man is entertaining, so that'll be my 5, 6.
I like Godfrey.
Yeah, Godfrey, good people. Yeah, good people.
I like Godfrey.
Yeah.
And
Always,
Leon.
there's so many good people here, though.
So
It's
many
so
people
many
that came
good
through here,
peoples.
man.
Michael Collier,
Michael
Damon
Collier.
Williams.
Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kelly Howard.
Kelly, yup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just Niche also is.
Just Niche, yeah.
Yeah,
She was
yeah.
fucking hilarious.
I'll give her a mention as one of the funniest people I know and seen too. Seeing people grow from, like, you know, knowing Rel at the beginning to where they at now, but seeing Niche to where she is now, it's like, man, she get good, and then you see her, she better than the last time you saw her. You're like, damn,
Yeah.
this motherfucker really is something special. And one of the most amazing personalities ever. That's a good thing about what comedy, the side factor is, you can't fake it on stage. The stage is a microscope on who you genuinely are. You know, you can if you think about anybody's comedy, you can tell if they're sad, you can tell if they're happy, you can tell if they're a good person, you can tell if they're living right. So how you live, it predicts your comedy. You know.
I was listening to Kevin Hart just released an interview with Deion Cole. And Deion Cole was like, they was talking about his new special that's out on Netflix right now. But they was talking about, he was like, my last special was dark.
Yes, mama just passed.
You know what I'm saying? He like, my mom passed, my auntie. He like, I had a few deaths in my family.
Yeah,
so he like, my
yeah.
comedy was just right there. And he was, you're right. Like you live through your life through your comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like people wake up. Like I like D-Ray because he always like, most of my sets are just freestyle off.
I want to put him in the top 1 or 2 of those people over Corey Holcomb, definitely, because I've seen him live real tragic situations, get a call right before he get on stage, and get on stage. That's something he taught me as a person that taught me how to do comedy. That's something he taught me, like real life stuff happening, and he get on stage and say, well, I want to do my jokes, but, you know, my daughter this, my baby mama that. Real stuff that like cut, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he laughing and you laughing, and you like, and I'm knowing like, man, I know you hurt. I know this real right now. But a lot of times when you're doing comedy, as much as you're doing comedy, you're closer to a strange audience than you are people actually in your life. Like he have a more intimate conversation with a room full of strangers on the mic than he can with me, and we on tour together for years. You know what I'm saying? Like I learn how you feel. So I'm looking at your set. But I'm learning, when you do comedy a long time, you kind of become a guru of energies and looking at comics and, you know, the funny people that accept each other in a certain kind of family. Like, I could be not famous, but if I'm funny and I got it, I can sit with Chris Rock, you know, and he'd be like, you special. You know what I'm saying? You can sit with us. But it's a whole language that they talk through their jokes. It's so interesting and entertaining. It's like having a superhero power. It is.
I mean,
read people, you can make people laugh. You walk a room in 3 or 4 seconds. It's absolutely, and when people laughing, they're in a whole different state of mind, and learn to control that energy.
To be able to be in front of a room of 50 to thousands of people and hold their attention for that amount of time that you're on stage, you know what I'm saying, has to be. It got to be tough. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, like no matter what you go through in that life, if you getting paid this amount of money, you going on stage, you gonna be like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Right. I know this shit just happened 30 seconds ago, but I got other shit to move towards too, and I'll deal with that when I come back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's easier said than done, man.
You know that's what I'm saying. It's very hard to do.
Yeah.
It's different when you can't wait to tell your closest people what's going on. Like it's the difference when you on stage so much. Like let's say he doing 10 shows a weekend.
Yeah.
You know, 8 to 10. So when it comes to having a conversation, trying to get this joke right, or even the thought right, you want to work it out with your people.
Facts. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And the audience, that's the
so
audience.
I want to get in front of these people and just tell my heart, because these people love you. They've been coming out to your show 5, 6, 7 years. They see your video.
Paid their money to come see you. Yeah, they fuck
you on
with
Instagram. When you say I had a rough day, they know. So you're
right.
really talking to your people. It's a whole different relationship nowadays because they have so much access. But I see the greats loving and enjoying, like Tony Baker, for instance, so vulnerable and personal.
Yeah,
I'm sure people in his life, he not even Hey, Tony, tell us how you feeling. I don't got shit to say to y'all.
Yeah.
But every 2-3 things on Instagram is some real deep, emotional, vulnerable shit.
Yeah.
So it's like the good people or the greats, they can't wait to share it with the audience. First, you feel you're helping people. Me going through this, I know I'm a chosen person, so my experience is like a pastor to help somebody else going through it. So it's not like a bad job. It's more like, ooh, that happened?
Yeah.
Can't wait to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody, I'm burning again. Ain't that crazy? I told y'all about Keisha. I knew it. Y'all knew.
Third time with chlamydia.
You know I should have hit that bitch raw.
I know, right?
Nah, man. So it's interesting, something you just brought up, and something you've also been able to experience as well, man, through all these years, right? So you were doing comedy when there was no social media.
Right.
Right? So now you see, like,
Before MySpace came out. That
Right.
was one of the big things.
None
You
of that
had a
shit
MySpace page.
wasn't nothing.
Everybody's
nigga.
going crazy.
Right,
Then
right.
Vine blew up. Everybody, gotta get your Vine page.
You know what I'm saying?
People got rich off Vine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the
Fine.
thing.
Ooh, wow.
So
Two-way pages came out with no code. You couldn't even lock it. You had to hide your pager because she found it. She go right up in there.
Right. See all the numbers and shit.
Yeah, see all the numbers. Two-way pages. Yeah, I've been out here, man.
So
Damn.
do you feel like social media has really helped comedy grow?
Yeah, it put the power in our own hands. We don't like how it's going now, but at the end of this changing, more metamorphosis we're going through,
Yeah.
when you think about Tubi movies, they respect in the hood for being people that create, because I guess everybody looking for the Tyler Perry formula.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
now, as a ghetto artist myself, y'all can't just shut me all the way out. I can just find my way through Tubi, find my way through YouTube.
Yeah.
And with them filtering our comedy like they edited in Living Color, like they edited, no, we can't do another Friday. Fox owns the right to that. Like they edited all these things in our culture in the past. It takes that away. So now we can really unedited go into this next era of entertainment, which I think is gonna be crazy. Even think about them doing Apartment in Atlanta. T.I. doing his own movie.
Right.
They just shot part 2 of it. Black movies have a 70-80% return on them. So you don't lose.
Yeah.
It's good to see that happening.
Yeah, and it's more. It allows more like direct to consumer.
Yeah, direct to consumer.
You can cut out the middleman with a lot of shit, man. You can just get your product. You can all your marketing, your advertising, letting people know like what you got. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you can really, really, really do a lot of money. Now, they make it a little bit harder, with the algorithms and shit like that. But
that's hard to figure out. Then the consumers now are ghetto than a motherfucker. Now I'm old,
right.
And the sexy red genre, and I'm in my preaching phase now. Like, y'all need to put them guns down.
Right.
Find your baby mama that's gonna love you. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? And they get it sexy, and I'm fucking the party up. But trying to figure what's the center for hood and being a buffoon and doing stupid shit and repeating the same cycle. That's where I'm at now. What kind of art to put out?
Yeah.
Just don't want to do no more guns, shooting, strippers.
Yeah.
That should be selling like a motherfucker though.
Man, recently I've been diving into music, and there's 3 female artists that recently been like on my radar, like Doche and then Just Different. They're not from Chicago, but they have like this digital planets type of vibe to them.
Yeah, I see Doechii she been hot like she been hot as fish grease lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who's the other girl you said. I ain't up on her.
Her name is Just Different.
Just Different. Yeah,
She on IG, but she does like these freestyles like on a Brooklyn stoop over like a Diggable Planets beat, a Group Home beat.
Okay.
She did a Grand Poobah beat, which surprised me because a lot of young artists don't know about Grand Poobah. Like Grand Poobah had a few, you know what I'm saying? He had a few knockers back in the day.
Nigga,
Don't let it go to your head, no.
But that sexy red shit sells, and it be hard to fit in between Lotto. It's thick as
But
hell.
you know what? The BBLs is playing out.
They done
with the whole female rap industry. I was just talking to somebody that managed a couple of artists in the game, and they was like, "Yeah, the record label was like, yeah, we know we can, we can spice you up." And she's like, "Nah, BBL's played out. I'm good."
Played out.
Yeah, it's all that stuff is starting. I mean, everything moving cycles, man. You know what I'm saying? Things become a fad. Things become popular for a second, and then shit phases out.
Yeah.
It always look weird to me. I never liked them.
Nah.
Let me ask you a question, Meechi. What is your style of comedy?
Real. I like real comedy, but I also like really made up comedy. So I can enjoy any comedy. I actually can look at a bad comic and enjoy that. So it changes for me. I mean, I go to comedy clubs all the time. I like people who really try. I saw a guy the other day do a joke about Al Capone, and it was so bad. It was hilarious. So I'm really weird at it.
So bad it was good?
It was so bad. It was really so bad. 'Cause it was like, who does a modern Al Capone joke? We wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? His real name was Alfred. It was bad. It was. I don't even repeat it. My brain erased it. But I try to enjoy comedy. I think when it comes to what you absorb in your life, I try to watch an hour of comedy every day. Now I have learned that I can't take. It's gonna be hard to say.
What?
I can't take that black in the middle comedy.
Where you say black?
Black white guys. I'm from the suburbs. I get it's a difference, but that suburb energy. I just be like, you ain't go hard enough. One guy, I don't drink Kool-Aid. I drink Crystal Light. You know, I know what you know what I would say. Comics that talk directly to white people, like black people, not a part of the audience. I guess that's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? The ones who hate white people and white people this and talk directly to white people like we all ain't in here just listening to comedy.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I try not to see no color. I have worked on not saying nigga and bitch more just because I just think we've been beat up so much with that. So I personally try not to say it no more in my life. But I hate comics who they gonna say it to shock. Hey, we some real niggas in here, right? White people be worried about it, but I'm a nigga. I could rob y'all, but you know, I'm about to.
I'm on camera.
Yeah. Right. I'm like, come on, man. You're not even from the hood. Why you claiming this hood character? Why you saying?
You from Naperville?
Hey, come on.
Right.
I'm from Chicago. No, you're from Schaumburg.
Yeah.
Niggas be from Waukegan and shit.
You're from Winnetka.
Using that culture as a,
So like a Gary Coleman?
as a mask, I guess.
Like Gary. Well, no, Gary Coleman.
Gary Coleman's a real nigga. You hear me?
Yeah.
They stole from Gary Coleman, man. What y'all did to Gary Coleman? That's why I don't fuck with Hollywood now.
Yeah, man. Yeah. They
They stole
niggas
that man's money, man.
And that white girl killed him. It's crazy.
I wasn't gonna say that. I'm gonna say that to the camera. People gonna come for you, man. You better
Clean that up, real.
you gonna have your ass on the Diddy tape.
Right. No, it was not because it was. I mean, I obviously I don't know for sure, but no, I did just see some.
Allegedly for y'all.
Right.
Yeah.
Allegedly. But I did just see something. There is like this kind of like a documentary about how they believe that, because I didn't even know, honestly, that there was a controversy around it.
Wait, it's a documentary of what?
It's on Netflix.
Yeah,
about his whole life.
About his whole life,
How
but
people fucked him over his whole life.
Yeah, and so the girl he was with at the end, they think that people think that she might have had something to do with it. Now, obviously,
he
we
fell off
don't.
a ladder or something, right? Wasn't it some crazy shit?
I forgot exactly
It
what
wasn't a normal murder. It was a normal death.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh, wait, okay. Wait.
And so basically, people think that there's some foul play involved. Obviously, it was never proven. She's free because Gary Coleman's been dead for a long time.
I
You know
I
what
meant
I'm
to
saying?
say Gary Owens, but yeah.
You talking about Gary Owens, a white boy? You think you talking?
What you talking about, Larnell?
But no, I did watch that documentary too. That shit was sad.
Yeah.
Like that shit was sad.
I
bro.
didn't actually see.
Gee,
Like I said,
I
I
watched
could,
that
Too
shit,
sad for me
bro.
to watch. I cut it off.
I knew nothing about none of this, bro. Like, and I still haven't watched it. I just saw a clip.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
I-
damn, the white girl killed Gary Coleman.
I watched it. I was like, yo, like he didn't get sued. His parents, like he found out his parents were stealing a lot of money from him.
Yeah,
Like he
I
was missing
remember
like
that.
$3 million.
I remember that. Yeah.
And then he like sued them, and then he sued them again for some other shit. Like he was into that bag, bro.
Yeah, but I know he had a tragic
so
life,
funny.
man. Yeah.
His parents and the people he had handling his money stole his money. So he worked so hard, never got to enjoy it. You know what I mean? That's one thing I learned when I went to Hollywood. Black Hollywood is a different lifestyle, and that's why I ain't moved to Hollywood. I was like, I don't fuck with that crazy shit.
Yeah, I know it's a little different out there.
Yeah,
Dude, look, my homegirl Christina, she's from LA.
Mm-hmm.
But she's not from LA, but she lives in LA now. She's from Chicago.
the comic I follow
Yeah.
on Instagram.
So literally, like, she was like, I'm going to LA, I'm going to do comedy, and I'm going to be an actor. This was like maybe like 5 years ago. I was working at the Hyatt in Hyde Park. And I was like, gee, you sure like you, because I know you write jokes. You know what I'm saying? And I know, but that's a whole nother monster.
She just shit on her dreams.
No, but I was just because.
Sound like a big gun.
Right.
But the thing about it, I didn't really. I had never seen her do stand up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like she would tell me jokes, and which would be funny in conversation. But having a conversation and telling a joke is different from being on a stage under the light in front of people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have to learn how to deliver it. You know, a certain way.
Yeah.
So like, but she was like, "No, I'm going." I was like, "All right, G." You know what I'm saying? Best of luck, shit. Whatever you need, just
Yeah.
And she went out there with $1,000, less than that, and now she's like into
The scene.
doing shows a lot, but she was like, you have to understand, she like, as a comedian, we take this, well, she like, from what I've learned, comedians take this very seriously because this is their livelihood.
Yeah, that's how you get money.
This is how they pay their bills. This is how they, you know what I'm saying, take care of their family, car notes, insurance, rent, whatever the case may be. So like, they take that shit like a real job, which it is.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to wake up and do this shit and write out.
It's a lifestyle more than a job.
Man, lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, she was telling me, she was like, man, this shit wasn't easy. And she was like, I'm still not there yet. But she was like, I'm working on to it. But she was like, it's hard.
So she ain't
It's
going.
rough.
She ain't going to no Diddy parties while she was out there.
Nah. I hope not. You know what I'm saying? Christina, come talk to me if you need somebody to talk to. She's going through some traumatic shit from a Diddy party.
Blink help.
Right. Yeah, man.
Wave your hand.
Well, it's definitely more of a lifestyle, and going to LA, I think, handicaps you more than helps, because you're in a city where it's not as much stage time, and it's more business and professional than actually development.
Right.
Because you're not getting the stage time like you're getting here. So, I mean, but it's a personal choice. I mean, a lot of people excel in comedy but don't have specials. Everybody not the kind of special comic. I'm a stand-up, so my shit is all the way different. It's a 10-year, 15-year developing process, because you don't want to get out there at 5 years. You be saying I was saying all kind of crazy shit, 5, 10 years ago. But now I'm like, okay, I understand what I'm saying. People judge me off of it. Because there's a time where you say anything to be funny. You want to get funny. You want to say rude shit. You want to hurt motherfuckers' feelings. You just want to be funny. And then you get to a point where you're like, okay, all right, people listening.
Right.
I can't say shit that I want to say because they judge me off that. So now you have to be professionally funny, like Matt Rife in general, putting together the 3 questions that he gonna ask. And Matt's so smart. I like his joke selection. I think I have a problem with that. But he picks stuff. I wish I was gay. I got the body for it, but I just don't have the heart for it. But at the end, now you just brought in a whole bunch of alternative lifestyle clients who like, oh, he looks nice, and he wish he was gay, but he's not. But I like him. You know,
he's an ally.
Yeah. So he know how to really bring it in, and even when with his merch, he had like little huggable pillows and was taking pictures of people and a shirt off poster. I'm like, see, yeah, that's you got to really have it together.
He was doing the Chris Brown meet and greet.
Yeah, but I remember when he was just regular skinny and was like, this is what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna start going to the gym. I'm gonna start this, and I'm gonna start taking this more serious. I remember when it clicked, and he just, said, "Hey, Meech, man, slow down your drinking, man. We gonna get it." I was like, "All right, man. All right, man. I'm having a good time with these hoes." But I remember,
what's your name, baby?
When he, then next time you see him, and then he headlining once out. Then you know what I mean? And because when we did Zanies in 2024, 23, crossing over. His show sold out 6 months early.
Oh, wow.
So when he said he was doing New Year's in July or August, they sold that shit out in the first week.
That's crazy.
So it was. So that's why your trajectory already.
Right.
Yeah, like him and Joe Coy is one of my favorites. I like Joe Coy.
Yeah,
Joe Coy is pretty dope.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, they benefited from TikTok and social media more than anybody, I believe.
Yeah.
That's what you asked him. He said he got a team. They started really putting together his TikTok stuff, and he came methodical on what he was putting up and his jokes he put up, and it becomes a real choice. But,
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, man. So gotta talk about this Diddy shit, man.
Yeah, I want to talk about this Diddy shit.
It's been going on for a while now. It's kind of because he's been in jail a few weeks for
2 weeks.
Yeah,
it's 2 weeks. Yeah,
it's been about 2 weeks. Man, it's kind of crazy to see what's happened to him. It's been kind of building up to this, over the past year or so, they raided his house a few months ago. They raided his crib in L.A. They took his pass, you know what I'm saying, all this other shit.
1,000 baby oils.
Yeah. But so that's what it come out that they found during that raid that they found, which I thought was like, how is that evidence? You know what I'm saying? That seems more like on some headline grabbing shit.
Yeah.
As opposed to because what. I mean, yeah, you can have an excessive amount of baby oil, but what the fuck does that have to do, you know what I'm saying, with anything? But,
Not breaking the law.
But they did deny his bail, right?
Yep.
Which I also thought, I thought it was surprising that they did that, to be quite honest with you, because, like, I mean, not to say, I mean, obviously, whatever charges they have against him is serious, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I did think it was kind of wild that they denied him bail.
They denied his bail, but they let Epstein check into prison and out of prison for a whole year.
Right.
He was a real deviant and had underage, but he just checked into prison at the end of the day and was out on the streets all day. Like, you look at this whole case, it was crazy. Yeah. But I didn't want to even cut you off, but it's just so upsetting that we don't understand how much money go into the public lynching of a black man. All that clickbait make them money. All these headlines make them money. All these posters on making them money. And when you get the most popular brother and you put him in that situation and everybody just, he'll make up something that people going, 1,000 baby oils, 700 dildo, you know what I'm saying? That embarrasses, man. Whatever you're into, if he's an alternative lifestyle person, that ain't a crime. You know what I'm saying?
It's not. I mean, so there are other things, because, a part of this is, so they said a memo was filed with New York Judge Robin F. Tarnowski, accuses Combs and co-conspirator of setting fire to an unarmed person's car using a Molotov cocktail, an accusation that matches one brought by Combs' ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, who said in the lawsuit, this was about when we found that it came out during that Cassie lawsuit that he allegedly blew up Kid Cudi's car.
Yeah.
He did not do that himself. We know damn well Puffy did not throw it himself. Now, if it happened, it happened.
No. Kid Cudi has came out and was like, that was a directly from him.
Yeah, leave that man, woman alone. You know that nigga crazy. Like, everybody know a woman with a crazy nigga. You leave her alone. Ain't he got the means to do what he want to do? Use out of pocket for talking to her. All right. You, look, I'm not on any. All right, let me explain because I see I'm gonna get judged a little bit. All right. When it comes to people in relationships on cocaine, I mind my motherfucking business. They doing cocaine. They mess around and punch you together. I don't know if y'all got friends, but I have friends that have done drugs and had fights and they rage and all that. And you do all that noble love and, hey, I got your back. And guess what? They're going to do cocaine together tomorrow. Right? So you just mind your business. That's all I want to say. And she got $30 million. How hard are Puffy punches? That's all I'm saying. Just shoot that hard, man. $30 million.
God damn.
I'll take a Puffy punch for $30 million.
God damn.
I'll take that. It could be that hard. Not the other thing. No homo. But
take that.
It was a lot more than that. I've heard people were saying, well, in documents saying that she was having sex with people that he was hiring.
See, like, and basically he was forcing her, allegedly hiring people and forcing her to have sex.
I am tired of this scenario. He was a billionaire. They was in a mansion. It was on silk and satin sheets. It was a setup. They had a drink of their choice, the music of their choice, the person of their choice. We gonna not villainize every. All right. When it comes to prostitution, this is the Super Bowl of coochie selling. Come on. It was on a payroll for $250 a year. That means a 12 party that break down like $20,000 a party. What you gonna do for $20,000 that night is the question. And the only weird part is he be like, and your nigga too.
So on September 17th,
rub your chest.
On September 17th, a federal court in Manhattan unsealed charges against Combs for racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution, alleging he abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct.
Did they say with money? Because that's what that's what he did, with money.
Basically, yeah. Said on May 29th, federal investigators brings Combs' accusers to testify before a grand jury. He was arrested on September 16th, the day before the indictment was unsealed, and he actually has another lawsuit against him that was filed on September 24th. Talia Graves filed a federal lawsuit in New York on Tuesday, claiming she was offered a glass of wine by Combs and Sherman in 2001 when she was 25 that made her lightheaded, dizzy, and physically weak before she lost consciousness and was raped by the two men while her hands were tied behind her back.
Man, that's serious charges. I don't have nothing to say on that.
Yeah, that's some Rick James shit right
You
there.
know who's gonna really suffer for this? The new hoes out here trying to sell pussy. Yeah, they're not.
They got some shit to think about.
Yeah, because
they gotta come with a bodyguard.
As a John or a sugar daddy or somebody who spend money on hoes, you gotta be like, I gotta protect myself. I can't just be out here buying plane tickets and pussy and bringing it in, and I definitely can't give you no cocaine or no pills. So I don't know what you gonna do. You gotta do this off.
I remember an interview back in the day with Bow Wow. He was on DJ Vlad, and he was like, "Yo, I have a team. If we invite anybody back to our privacy, residency, whatever the case may be, residency, it's an NDA, and we take your phone. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally have somebody that takes everybody's phone, puts them in a safe.
Mostly everybody do, and they record everything.
Because nowadays, and not saying I'm not saying that.
So that's another thing about this whole demo, because there are supposed to be all of these tapes of these parties, because he had all this stuff under surveillance. So he's supposed to have a whole bunch of like a huge archive.
Hey, a smart man records himself because it's your word against their word until you play the tape. And so many people in the past have been saved from the tapes already. So if anybody got people in your house and you got money and something to lose, you better put your damn cameras up and cut them on, because
I mean,
people gonna get, it's when they get in front of the police or the judge, it's your word against their word, and we all know when it comes to being a black man in America, the courts are not in your favor, and they want that money, they want that hush money, and you're gonna lose. So you better record to protect yourself.
So it does seem so, and to your point, not to speak on his guilt or innocence.
Right.
And I know, like, you brought up Harvey Weinstein earlier, and I know a lot of times people want to say, well, just because a white man got away with it doesn't mean
Epstein. I was talking about
Epstein.
Yeah.
Right.
They really compared him to Hugh Hefner.
Right.
Because Epstein was going to a different island.
Right. He had a whole island.
He had a network of high school girls. And when he got locked up, they didn't lock him up the first year. They just let him check into prison.
Right.
And then eventually locked him up.
But but another person that was like in that same vein was Harvey Weinstein as well, right? But it does seem like in terms of how they're treated versus the way they're doing Puffy, right? And that's the thing. It's just like, I don't know whether or not he should be in jail. I don't know whether he's guilty or innocent. Like, we know he's been accused of. The only thing that we've all seen for sure is that tape of him beating up Cassie in the hallway.
One of the reasons why they denied his bail was because before he got locked up, he had called all the people that he knew that was in these videos.
He
was trying to talk to them hey,
use your weight to change shit around.
You know what I'm saying? So they was like, no, you're a flight risk. We want your passport. Nigga, they took his mother's passport.
Well,
passport.
He was surrendering them.
Yeah,
trying to stay out of jail, trying to get back after they arrested him, because he said he surrendered his passport, all his children's passports.
Yeah, he got the means to leave, is what they said. Technically,
and he was willing to post $50 million for bail.
Yeah,
and judge was like, nah.
Yeah, because
he's gonna be locked up for a minute waiting on trial.
Dawn Richards came out and she was like, he called me 51 times in the past 2 months, like trying to talk to me.
Okay, I don't know how.
Right, because the other girl from what was
Danny Kane.
That's what upsets me. They try to make regular stuff so traumatic. Like, you dealt with a crazy nigga gonna call you 50 sometimes. That's not even high level crazy nigga. That's regular crazy nigga. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It's traumatizing. I get it.
He at the 50-yard line. He goes start.
They make these parties like they were so destructive. This was the Super Bowl of pussy selling. Come on,
my thing is this: it's nothing illegal about having a sex party.
Right.
One of our co-hosts. He's a swinger.
If you bring people in from out of state and you pay them in states that pussy selling is illegal,
And
that's illegal.
and also if any of those people are underage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think that's what they've been saying.
But I haven't seen any of that either.
Yeah.
It's all basically about, like you said, transporting prostitutes across state lines is pretty much what he seems like his biggest crime is at this point.
Y'all niggas better look out for that. Y'all talking to that girl in Phoenix.
Yeah, no.
Talking about, I'll fly you out, baby.
Yeah, flued out is over. That's what I'm saying. The next generation of pussy selling, y'all have destroyed it. I ain't never flying nobody out ever.
Yeah. Now, we talking about the criminal charges.
Cool.
Now, with some of these multiple lawsuits, like we talked about with him being accused of drugging and raping women,
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? That's a whole other level.
Well,
right?
they got a lawyer actually soliciting to try to get as many people as he can to file charges. And that's another thing with the how they did the Bill Cosby. Anybody want to, if you had contact, you was at the party, you can say something. And if you can prove you was there, we'll get you some money, technically. If you prove you had one-on-one time, and who ain't going to come out and,
Everybody's
everybody will come through.
Nigga, I think I was at Dragon Room at a Diddy party.
I slipped with some baby oil and hurt my knee.
Right.
My knee been fucking.
Hey, my thing is this. They talk about the $1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Right.
But we're not going to mention about the 748 dildos?
I don't believe neither one of them things. And he was throwing parties. He was buying them in wholesale. You got a gift bag to leave with,
So, honestly,
that match up 1,000.
You leave out of Diddy house with a dildo and some baby oil.
So, honestly,
sound like us
And a Sean John t-shirt.
Right,
and 2 prepaid hoes.
right.
Yeah, that's like good night almost.
Honestly, when I first saw them people posting about the $1,000 bottles of baby oil, I'm like, oh no, this isn't real.
Yeah.
Like, nah, this is
Who counted that?
This is fake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Who sat there and was like,
because I remember somebody sent it to me like, nah, this is bullshit. It'd be all this fake shit on the internet. That's not fucking true. That don't even sound right. And then, that shit turned out to actually be real. Like,
Show me the pictures. Y'all talk about the pink cocaine. That's what I ain't never seen before.
I've heard that on a couple of
Pink
other
cocaine is
sites.
but the pink cocaine and Carisha from what's the girl's group?
Carisha ain't
City
saying
Girl.
shit.
No, what I'm
the City Girls.
City Girls.
City Girls. Imagine being at a party and her being prepaid, and you walk in the room and she butt naked, and she is who she is. That's a good party, man. Fuck what y'all talking about. I'm dancing at the party. Hear me? Hand me the baby. I'm spraying all over her in this room right now. She bad as fuck. And she say, I like everything. I'm wild. You heard her rap?
Yeah.
Shit, prepaid.
And she's been the most quiet. That was his last woman.
I mean,
What can she say? She already said she was with the shits, and they got on the payroll $250 a year. We already know what she was doing it for. That's pretty good
he did give her a show on Revolt.
so I don't think.
She did it right.
So who knows what actually happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, all this shit's gonna come out. Like, I mean, you gotta know, like, Diddy ain't exactly an upstanding citizen, though, right?
Let me tell you why. I always believe your bottom bitch, J-Lo, this Carisha chick, they ain't saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? So not to say it like that. I'm just saying, if he was that bad, these women would have came out against him. He had a lot of women. You know, right? You're going to have some bad apples when you're rich and you cut motherfuckers off and you tell motherfuckers to get out and you set this girl out because she was a set out piece and she thought she was your woman. You know, whatever. That happens. You know, it ain't happened to me. But I'm saying, like, understand me being rich and shuffling through women and them being mad. So we can't just always just part with one side of the story is all I'm saying. I know I sound really sexist. I'm a guy first, all right? Let me be a guy. And let me tell women the truth. You busting down for $250,000 a year. All right, for that $30,000 cash right here, you doing it all tonight. All right? That's all I'm saying.
But, like, now the next question is,
Tonight. Keep thinking about it. Then I see his pal on the table.
what do you think? Are you still listening to Diddy music, of course, right?
It's just weird now. They played it at the party. It was so weird. I was uncomfortable. I ain't listened to a track since.
Really?
Just too much
Even
negative.
Benjamin's?
Too negative. Too much.
I mean, it's. I don't know. I feel like this Diddy shit, because I know I saw Corner Convo talking about this as well. They asked Method Man, like, what is, how does this Diddy accusations affected hip hop, and Meth was just like, this ain't got nothing to do with hip hop.
Nothing to do with it.
Yes and no. Like, I get where Meth was coming from, because like you said, that shit ain't really got nothing to do with the music. Right? I get that. But
like, niggas ain't in the house cutting no Diddy, chilling and vibing.
Nah.
But you do got that song, the one song with Biggie on, the world is filled with pimps. Now that's a heavy rotation.
The world is
Right.
filled
That's
with
a
pimps
rotation.
and hoes.
Yeah, that's
You
a rotation.
and
But other than that, I don't listen to
I
a
But
lot.
yeah, but you just talked about like how the shit is kind of made some certain things a little weird.
Yeah.
And like, and that's the thing. Even when you talk about people, like when you cancel their music, do you cancel their art? Like when we talk about people like R. Kelly and shit, it's the same thing with Diddy now.
Up, man. That's,
you say you could just separate the art from the man, but it's not always that easy. You know what I'm saying? And when you get to viewing somebody a certain way, like, you can't help but have that shit like permeate how you see their music or their comedy or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know if you can really, you can't play all the Diddy shit in a party and everybody go off and go crazy now, because you're gonna have some people that's gonna feel some type of way, especially women. I'm gonna feel some type of way about that.
too far for me. I can't take the woman beat. Nah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And he's on at like I say, at bare minimum, he's on fucking camera kicking Cassie while she's laying on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you know.
Nine hoes is okay, but woman beating is too much.
I think honestly, I can separate it, because if it wasn't him, we wouldn't have it. What's 411?
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Mary J. Blige, Jodeci. You know what I'm saying? 112 total.
But it's
Faith
like
Evans.
It's like this though.
Biggie,
Like,
Craig Mack.
So
all the records, like,
all of that shit, I think, because like
music,
because people are still listening to shit that R. Kelly wrote that he didn't sing.
Carl Thomas.
You know what I'm saying?
I just feel personal about my artists. Like, my rappers got to really go to prison if they talk about prisons. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, Gucci Mane went to jail. Gucci Mane on repeat. But when niggas start snitching and all that weird stuff, I can't listen to. Like, you got to be your art. You got to live your art. So when you start punching chicks, I can't listen to you no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I totally agree.
That, but being a weird, creepy, freaky nigga like R. Kelly, that's because you only end of the night when you trying to say everything, just put the right R. Kelly songs on. He said it all for you, and I don't know if anybody else do that like R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying?
Look, there are.
Half on the,
There are. Oh my
God!
God!
Right there.
There are a lot of songs that I still listen to from R. Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of songs I still listen to from P. Diddy. Like, it's just certain songs. You know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
too soon right now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I need a little while. I need maybe by the summer next year, because I might have to listen to "The World Is Fair Tonight."
Yeah, I mean, and so, and I don't think like there's too much music that he's had his hand in. You know what I'm saying? In one way or another, like either through Bad Boy or through Uptown, or through just, you know what I'm saying, like him executive producing, like having his hand on stuff. Like there's too much to really just completely do away with it. Mm-hmm. But like his songs, like his music, like some of the stuff that he's made, like you're not gonna be able to play that everywhere. Mm-hmm. Not now.
But here's the real question though: when do we stop letting them use the same formula to destroy our art? You know, it's like they're not saying this about Elvis. They're not saying this about Trump, who got active assault cases, far worse than what R. Kelly. I mean, what Diddy going through. You know, real assault cases. Women still are like, hey, no, he did it, but they're not pulling their stuff off the shelves. And I feel like it's a formula they put together to intentionally just take our art away. And we look at these people in power. I feel like all this happened because they was getting together to go after the streaming companies. So they took the best assets down. You take Puffy out, you got him with the leading the campaign to get people voting. Yeah. All right. Now, since this whole thing happened, you don't have that campaign. Yeah, and then you have them getting together to go after these moguls who got the streaming services that's underpaying. So it's like now everybody started quitting. That's what also happened. Since they got the tapes, they had like 3 or 4 executives around the world in culture, black culture music, quit. Steve Stouter,
Steve Stouter.
Yeah. So it's like,
but the thing about it is, it's what's on those tapes.
It don't really matter.
You feel what I'm saying? Because my thing is this: if you,
but you don't necessarily even know, even if that. So, the only way those tapes really need to be looked at is if, like, when they're talking about them transporting prostitutes across state lines or whatever. But there's like, if there's any sort of allegations of somebody being underage or anything like that. But other than that, like, none. If it's not that, then while that behavior may seem immoral or something like that, it's not illegal. You know what I'm saying?
But they're looking at the women that are saying that they was underage.
Right.
They're gonna go with, okay, we got a picture of you. Let's go. We're gonna look at all the videos. We're gonna see if we see you, even if it's in a 15-second ramp. We have to go all over the videos.
There's somebody who got a job looking at them tapes that's getting the fuck off on it. I don't care what you say. They couldn't wait to look at them tapes. And the tapes is like going up to anybody and say, hey, what's in your phone? All of us got the creepiest personal stuff.
You got some creepy
during the
tapes?
Pandemic, man, it was going down in my phone. You know what I'm saying?
You got some creepy
I still
tapes?
got the videos. You know what I mean? Like, if you tell me to release, you lock me up and tell me to release the videos in my phone, I'm like, come on. Y'all got me. She a principal now. She can't.
A billion.
That's crazy.
$100,000 on your phone from your girl.
I mean, look, you can have $100,000. I'll take the money. My phone, look, me and my girl. If I told her I turned $100,000 down, it'd be a problem. That's why I know Puffy offering her $250 would be a problem. We both be arguing in the car. You can't do this. Look, I don't think we work it out. You break it up with me right now at the Puffy party. It's over. I'm going in. I'm having a good time, and you just figure it out.
Oh wow!
How much he paying? $250. He said you could come. I'm not going.
What was that movie back in the day?
A Decent Proposal.
A Decent Proposal.
Yeah,
$1 billion.
Yeah,
that's crazy. My thing is like you said, like we all agree that we don't condone violence against women. Period.
Yeah,
like that's
line draws.
The video shows itself.
Yeah.
All we're basically saying is that you got to be proven guilty in a court of law. Now he may get off, he may not.
No, he ain't going to jail. He
know what I'm saying?
I mean, no, I think at this point, I think he's at this a foregone.
They want it so bad. The series, he got a series out. Netflix doing 150.
Nigga, 50 Cent is a monster.
Puffy going to jail.
He going to jail for a long. I said about 3 or 4 years, just like they did Bill Cosby. You got to go to jail because the public going so crazy. They want blood, and you got to please your constituents. So he got to go to jail.
What to say if it's not true? I mean, what to say if it is true?
I mean, it is true, but I think everybody doing it though. Who ain't bringing in wholesome out of the state?
I mean, and that's why it's because it's almost like if that's really what it is, like you got him on the technicality kind of.
Got him on the technicality.
You know what I'm saying? Because who really knows that? Who really knows if you bought it in Vegas and drive it to L.A. You know what I'm saying? That's a felony. Who knew that?
And they say trust these women. These women sold their body for money. So the moral line and character of these women is not even really there. So it's like, okay, we gotta believe everything they say, and they finna sue, get a civil, and they finna take all this money. All right.
Now, obviously, like we said before, that's obviously separate from the allegations of him like drugging and raping and beating. Like that's completely separate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like when it comes to stuff like that, now I mean, if that's proven, but that's not what he's on trial for, right? That's not what he's been arrested for. Like all of that stuff have come from civil suits, right? None of that he's never been convicted of rape,
right?
Or ever even charged with it, right?
Nigga, so Farnsworth Bentley finna come out.
So right. So
he
it's like,
come out 2 weeks
but
later.
his character, his name has been forever defamed, right? Like and maybe he deserves it, maybe he doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
But we know no prominent black actors really come out of this clean. We trying to have some come out of it now, but this whole smear on every resume, the same recipe all the time of outlandish stuff that was 20 years ago. We can barely. If we had a clear cut case like in the Trump stuff, they got clear. Yeah. I was in this place. He did this. I went directly to the police.
Clear evidence.
She got an interview on Hulu.
Yeah.
She has like literally
he got like 22 chicks,
like it's like episode. Yeah,
he got 22 chicks, but I'm saying though that's champion. But I went to a party and like Puffy really at the bar.
So
everybody.
Exactly.
So, and this is my thing. So if somebody is like a criminal, like and they're accused of committing crimes, heinous acts or whatever, like the main talking points when they talk about them are going to be these crimes, right? When they talk about Puff, all you really hear about is this fucking baby oil, you know what I'm saying, and the freak offs.
Yeah.
Which, while like you see, you can say he's a sexual deviant, whatever. It's not, it's amoral, whatever you want to say about it. But that's not fucking illegal. So for me, it's just like now the intimidation of witnesses, drugging and raping women, harassing people, and like we all know dirty. I mean, everybody got terrible Puffy stories. Like Puffy is. I really. So let me be clear. I think Puffy is a fucking monster. You know what I'm saying? Like Puffy is probably one of the worst human beings.
Yeah, to come up in New York like that.
Yeah. Puff is ruthless. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah. Everybody got Puff stories. And from that time, but I don't want to conflate him being a piece of shit with being okay with trumped up charges and kind of like making up the rules as you go along. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the way it's happening, like I don't think it's worth like the precedent that you set.
Yeah, the work he did is not worth as much as we burning him for.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it just doesn't seem like so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
And he was cut short because Revolt and all that was something, a whole nother monster he was creating.
Right.
And yeah, all that got cut short with the other resignation of other prominent, black CEOs or executives. Yeah, it's real sad all over. That's why what I hate is I feel bad just speaking how I feel about it. They've made it to where if you talk, hey, let's get the facts on both sides. Well, as a man, I'm thinking bringing girls in. These girls wanted the money. We all, it's a different world. If you selling your body for money and you in there with a bunch of millionaires that's paying top dollar, this is a good night, in the real world. Making 10, 20,000 in one night. So to turn it into such a, I can't believe Usher touched my booty. Usher. They gave me $20,000 and I was all right.
I will tell you this: I would not let Usher sing to my lady at no fucking concert.
That's what
he gets him and Chris Brown. Nah, you ain't. You got to meet and greet. Nah, bitch, I'm right there.
It ain't that. It's after the fact when y'all getting down and she closing her eyes trying to think of Usher. Right, you're like, hey, OBI, look at me. I'm here. You ain't at the concert no more.
Man, but before we get up out of here, man.
I hope y'all get canceled for the Diddy thoughts, man. I was trying to be as light as I can, but
it's easily offended podcast, man. That's what we do.
Yeah, it's pretty much what you gonna do for $25,000. You can put your on Facebook Live for
people listen to us. They go to get offended at some point of the time.
Well, fuck you then.
Well, before we get up out of here, man. We normally do a little segment. It's normally at the beginning.
Rap or something? All right. Yeah.
Freestyle. Rap? Nah. I always find like real weird, random ass news articles on the internet. This one actually, my kid sent this to me. She has a radio show now at her high school, so she's adopted the weird news cycle.
Okay.
So she, So
That's a beautiful thing.
I didn't even find this one today. But after I read this headline, y'all might question my ability as a father because of the fact that my child actually sent me this.
Okay.
But I'm just going to go ahead and read this headline. Man chops up own penis and stored several parts in jar of snow after eating magic mushrooms. That was perfect.
I thought it was evil. That's what it seemed like.
So, you've done mushrooms. You ever done mushrooms? Yeah. So you know mushrooms you can trip out. Not this bad though. A man in Austria reportedly amputated his own penis with an axe after ingesting a hefty dose of psychedelic mushrooms. Fortunately, doctors in Austria were able to reattach the severed organ.
I don't want it attached back.
Let me die.
Now I got a battle scar all the way around it. Oh.
The patient's shocking story is the first of its kind, according to SciPost.org, and now detailed in the Mega Journal of Surgery. A 37-year-old man was reportedly suffering from depression and alcohol abuse at the time of his psychotic break. Psilocybin. Hold on. Yeah, where am I? Yep. Psilocybin is a naturally occurring compound of so-called magic mushrooms with the power to thrust humans into hallucinatory states if ingested. It works by altering the brain's serotonin receptors. We all know what mushrooms are. We know what they do. But for whatever reason, he took these mushrooms, and they say so. He took a nice amount, right? Say he took 4 whole ones. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
You know what I'm saying? You take 4 whole mushrooms?
Yeah, I think 3 is the most I took at one time.
I ain't never even come close to that.
Yeah, 3 is crazy.
4 whole mushrooms is wild.
Yeah, I can see it at 4.
You know, so that's the thing. You take 4 mushrooms, you don't know what the fuck you might do.
The 3 you had my hands like
Steve
I thought I was like the choker.
Bandit.
It was crazy.
Right.
And I was supposed to massage this girl, but I thought I was going to melt her back on my hands. So when I closed my eyes, it was so bright, I had to keep them open. It was insane. I kept closing my eyes. It was so bright. I said, this is so
Hey, you know it's wild when you close your eyes and it's bright.
Yeah, it was.
That's crazy.
Keep my eyes open. It's too bright with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So I'm just curious as to like when he woke up. So when he came down. Because obviously, you know what I'm saying, like they were able to reattach it. I don't know if they had to do it immediately because I know you can't.
You can't keep it in the snow, so he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, right. So he was conscious somehow because he knew to keep it cold to try to save it.
Just hit me. He hated his penis. You know what I'm saying? Like he had penis hate. Like every time I pull you out, women leave me alone. I tell you,
oh my God,
I'm sick of you ruining my good time in life. I would have a good life if you just would. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it was penis hate, and it just kind of came out. He couldn't stop himself.
Yeah,
that makes sense, right?
That does make sense. That makes perfect sense. I just know that like
bastard, every time I'm having a party, I have a great date. At the end of the night, then I pull you out and she leaves. Every time she leaves,
we never have a good time.
That's what I'm here by myself. That's why everybody, you never do drugs by yourself,
especially not for a mushroom.
Yeah.
You should never be by yourself doing that many shrooms.
She was on her way, and I sit there, her dick pic. And she turned around. Now I'm here by myself doing these mushrooms. I hate you, penis.
Is it one drug that you want to try now that you haven't tried?
Nah,
mushrooms as far as I go, man.
Yeah, that's
cocaine's too strong, man. If you say fuck your babies. You know how strong that is? First one hit, I'm straight.
Yeah,
nah, mushrooms is too far. I told you that the 3 mushrooms, and I couldn't. I was happy just to go to sleep and wake up the next day. When you get high as you ever been, you be like, oh, thank God. When you lay down, you start panicking. You start listening to your heart. You can feel your blood vessels and shit. And then all these thoughts start coming in your mind. Will you get your mind back? Because some people never come back. So I don't want to go no high.
That is real. Some people
don't come back.
Some people take a wild trip and then they're never right again.
Yeah, never right again.
You know what I'm saying? So because I said 4 mushrooms, bro, that is a lot.
4 mushrooms and dick hate. He hated his own.
Isn't that like ayahuasca? We talked about that before.
No, ayahuasca is completely different. It's an hallucinogen. But ayahuasca is something completely different. Psilocybin is just the common thing in mushrooms. Yeah.
Your whole afternoon have to be geared towards you doing. Your mind have to be ready. You got to breathe. You got to really be in a good vibe.
You got to be. That's the important thing. You got to be in a good space. Mm-hmm. You got to be in a good mood. You got to be in a good environment. You know what I'm saying? You can't be around a whole bunch of negative shit. You can't be.
No, you can't.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be in a good space. You got to have good energy because man, like I don't have experience with it personally, but I've just heard so many horror stories about having a bad trip. This is obviously, you talk about bad trips. I can't imagine.
Worst.
You can't filter your mind thoughts. That's what it is. Yeah. It ain't no, like, when you say something, it ain't no counter, like, I'm going to jump off this table. Anyway, don't jump off the table, you hurt your leg. You're just like, you already jumped. When you thought it, you jumped already. So you sit around butt naked with an axe. I don't know why. Come a little bit, 2 inches.
Right, but you grabbed the axe though? Like you ain't got no regular knives, no nothing. You grabbed the whole axe.
Why is you naked? Like, why is you naked?
I mean, he's on shrooms.
Oh, girl's on her way. He
Right.
took the drugs, thought she'd be there on the time. And she sent her the dick pic.
He was getting ready.
Yeah.
He was putting baby oil on him. He was like, yeah.
It is big. Then he took the picture. He said, I'm not coming. I'm on my way. Then you sick bastard. Then he said, you little bitty. But you ruined you ruining my life. Bitty worm built.
No, this is
You built like a pinky finger, goddamn it. I said, goddamn pinky. And I'm going to cut you the fuck off. Sick of you ruining my good time. Every time I send a picture out, no likes. On the porn pages, no likes. Remember that time in high school, I got a hair job and she jumped? She was scared of me. She told everybody.
Oh, God.
Imagine that life. You definitely gonna cut it off with an axe. Only way. Come on, man. That's the only way.
That's the last thing I would do.
Man, not if you was living that life.
I don't know. I can't hear. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
At the pool, everybody like, look at him. Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, not again.
But then that happened. What was Lorena Bobbitt when she cut Buddy shit
No,
off?
that's for cheating.
Right, but they reattached his shit though. And apparently he was fine.
Now, when your girl cut it off because you was cheating, then you know so she know what it is.
I'm sick of this. Now imagine that wake up, because he was so drunk he didn't even know it. Like she did it, you know what I'm saying? And he
sharp knife.
Yeah. She just, you know what I'm saying? And so he
Lorena Bobbitt?
Lorena Bobbitt, yeah. So he woke up, he didn't even know it first. You know what I'm saying? Like you just look down and now you sitting there in blood. And half your shit is gone.
Oh, I'm tweaking the fuck out. I'm slapping everybody in the room.
Probably, I think he was in the room by himself.
I don't even know words for that. I don't even know.
Yeah. And on that note,
yeah,
you get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, as soon as they cut it back on, I'm fighting everybody.
Hey, Meechi, man, where can they find you at, man?
Y'all can follow me on Instagram, Joe Custler, JOKEHUSTLER. I have a show coming up for Thanksgiving, Wednesday, right before Thanksgiving, called Jive Turkey. It's going to be a sketch comedy and stand-up, kind of a collection of foolishness and stupidity on stage. But it's going to be some very creative, very well put together foolishness and stupidity. But me and Mike Sam are going to do that show. And I got a house party, actually, October 12th. So got a little event space. There's a house gutted out. We're going to go in there and do it.
We're going to have a blue light or red light?
Blue light in the basement.
Okay.
Blue light in the basement. Upstairs is all old school couches and shit. But it's a people fun friendly kind of party. Won't be pink cocaine there. Won't be no prepaid hoes. No baby oil. I don't even know if I want to go now.
Right.
No, it's gonna be a regular cool old school house party. Whatever you into, bring it through unless it's pink cocaine. All right, and baby oil and dildos. I hate to repeat that, but it's one.
Man, I really appreciate you coming through, man.
Yeah, it was a good time, man.
Yes, sir.
Great time. We got high. We you know what I'm saying. You had some Crown Royal.
Crown Royal.
Almost
Crown
had
Royal in the can.
almost had some Amsterdam Gin.
I'm glad, man. We had to pull you above the flow somewhere.
Nah, it's been a whole different podcast and shit.
We'd have been started playing spades and shit.
Yeah.
Nigga, did you just renege?
We playing spades with three people. I ain't never seen it. 3-man spades.
We gonna create this shit.
Right. Yeah,
man. Real, what's up, man? You ready?
Yeah, man, get up out of here. Always find me, Red Producer 914, 914 Media Group, both on Instagram.
All right, man. It's your boy L Boogie, class of 1979 on IG, man. Man, thank you, everybody, to like, share, comment on the post, shared on YouTube, subscribed, all that. Shout out to my motherfucking nigga Meechi in the building.
What up?
And man, we out. Peace. Thank you.
Peace.
Shot.